Alright everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the Hasakee K5 mini drone, ages 14 and up. As you can see, it's one of those little mini drones that fit inside of the controller type deal. You've seen those around a lot. You know, right there's the other picture of it. You see how it sits inside the controller mechanism? And it has a few features which are like the same as all of them. Headless mode, altitude hold, speed select, flips, and auto return, which means it goes backwards. That's all that means. Let's get it out of the box and check it out. Alright guys, here you go out of the box, and right off the bat I just want to tell you, this has kind of a hokey charging system for if you're out somewhere and you need to do a quick charge on it. Here's the regular charging system, is the cable, and I would recommend using this because this little charging system that's built into here, I'm going to show it to you real quick here. So you would open the door here and you see this little, the quadcopter sits there and the charging port is right there where the on and off switch is. So you would set that on there like that, and then you would push this forward. Now it's not going to charge because I have it charged already all the way. So you would push that in, see that, like that, all the way in, and that will charge the battery. But you have to babysit this thing. You know, the connection's not really that good, and it'll stop charging, and so you have to watch it and maybe tap on it to make the connection, you know, reestablish the connection. So I wouldn't recommend doing that unless it was an emergency and you were out in the car and, you know, you wanted to charge this somewhere, going to, you know, Aunt Nellie's or something, and you wanted to show it to her and you wanted to charge it. So that would be the only way I would recommend charging it like that. The best way to charge it is with the charge cable. That's the easiest way to do it. Here's some prop guards they give you. Those come in there too. And then you got your, you know your bag of stuff, the screwdriver and the spare props. It takes, right here on the back, 4 AAA batteries. There's the manual. Here's the little gimbals right inside here like that, so you would take them out like that and stick them in there. Right, like that. And of course the thing won't close, the door won't close, unless you have to close the door and then put them on. I guess that's the way you got to do it, because I haven't messed with it yet, to be honest with you. Okay, so on the front here, the buttons are all laid out too, so that's what makes it nice also. Now, I've had a couple of these Hasakees before, and they were actually really decent flyers. But there's the front of it right there. Takeoff, land, headless mode, emergency stop, rotation. I think that's that spinorama thing. And there's the power. Then on this side is your trim buttons. Forward, left, right. So, yeah. And then here we got the buttons. They actuate, so I'm sure flips are involved in that, and the rate change. I'm sure that's going to be in those things. Usually the flip is going to be on the right and the rate change is going to be on the left. That's usually how it works, but we'll see when we get over there to fly it. But you know, it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I had a couple of these Hasakees before, and they were good flyers, so hopefully this one will work out the same. And this is not foldable either. It's static. You know, you don't fold it up to set it in there. You just drop it in there like that. So, all right, guys, we'll get it over there, fly it, and I'll put the clock in there. We'll see what the battery life is. I have no idea what the size of the battery is. So we'll just have to survive it. It's probably like a 180, I would say. That's about a 180. Yeah. Yeah, looks like a little bumblebee, right? Okay. All right, guys, let's go fly it. All right, guys, here you go. Hasakee K5. Look at that beauty. Let's get it rolling. Let's turn it on. There we go. Don't take off yet, dang it. I'm going to do the level calibration first. There it is. Down and to the right. Now let's take off. Okay, so it's got 2 speeds. Okay, the trim is a little bit off. Let's get that to stop there. Okay, I think I got it worked out now. Oh, it reminds me of that Sky Viper 550. Let's check the flips out. Yep, just like I thought it was. The flips were on the right and the rates are on the left. Let me turn it back down to the first rate, because actually it flies. It flies a lot smoother in the first rate. See it? I'll put the little clock in there so you can see the flight time. It's probably going to be around 4 minutes or so. That would be my guess. That would be my guess, around that 4-minute deal. Let's see this rotation deal that it has here. I'll bring it in a little closer. There it goes. Yeah, that's like that JJRC H20H, same thing. So you have to hit, on this one, you have to hit the button for it to stop doing it. On the H20H, I think you just had to touch one of the inputs to make it stop. Now the trims went out of whack again. Let me try to reel that back in here. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be okay. Now these kind of quadcopters, like the little, I think it was a Sky Viper, I think it was the 550. Once you crash these things a few times, it kind of really messes them up. I mean, they never seem to be right. I mean, you can crash them like in the grass or on the carpet. But once you crash these types into walls a couple of times real hard, it does something to them. I don't know what it does. It just, they're never the same again. Yeah, this one flies good, man. This is the first rate I'm in, by the way. I'm only doing rate 1 here, and this is plenty good enough for inside here. Whoa, almost didn't make it there. Yeah, that second rate's a little bit unruly for this type of environment. You would need to maybe go outside in the parking lot or something in the backyard. But yeah, flies great, man. That trim keeps getting all out of whack. I don't know if that's from doing the flips or what. Yeah, now I got it steadied up, see? Yeah, it's a nice little toy. I mean, that's what it is, so. Yeah, it flies okay. Just got to watch the trim on it. you start doing a bunch of flips and stuff like that, it seems to throw that out of whack. But other than that, it steers real nice. Yep, seems good. Okay, so the battery's dying now. I'll put the flight time in there. So I'm gonna try to catch it when it dies. Come on. Trying to get the maximum flight time out of this thing. Because you know it's not going to flip anymore. There it goes. Great little flyer. I mean, not great, but it was okay, you know. There's better, there's worse. It only had that little issue where when you did a bunch of flips, it would throw the trim out of whack. I don't know how that is, but it just is, so. But other than that, you know, you could just recover it and hit the trim button a couple more times. It always seemed to want to drift to the left. And I did do the level calibration too, and it was level. It wasn't like leaning over or anything, so it was pretty level when I did it. So, all right, guys, there you go. The Hasakee. It's a classic. There it is. There's my thumbnail right there. All right, guys, have a nice day.